Welcome to another episode of Does This Podcast Suck? This is episode 27. As always, we have MT.
Hi diddly ho, neighborino.
And Kyle.
No.
With
I've
his
been watching
usual level of enthusiasm.
I've been watching way too much Simpsons the last 7 days.
Oh god, were you watching that marathon?
Oh yeah, it's on in the background all day.
Oh yeah.
Fucking 24 hours a day.
Oh fuck yeah, you kidding?
Hell yeah.
Forever.
You know this, they could do that for weeks and they would still just never run out of Simpsons. There's like, what is it, like 20-something seasons?
Well, that's what, like, it's FX's new channel is literally playing every episode of Simpsons ever, like, back-to-back, nonstop.
I wonder how long that takes.
552 episodes, there are 12 days.
Oh my dear God.
Like, they started it, I want to say last week, and then, like, I guess after it ends, they're still going to play Simpsons for, like, 24 hours a week.
Wow.
I don't know what else. I'm not sure that they actually have anything else to show.
What's the name of the network again?
FXX.
What?
So original.
Yep.
And then they'll have FXXX.
That'll be their porn network.
On to UFX.
Married with Children, the porn. Simpsons, the porn.
Anyway, on to video games.
Let's talk more about porn.
Yeah, pretty much goes hand in hand, right? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. No one left. So, this statement by Miyamoto we were talking about, calling the casual gamer's passive attitude pathetic. Whereas Kyle mentioned, I don't know if that's the best translation.
I'm sure there was a better way to translate it, but honestly, go with it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think that, we were discussing this before. Basically, the Wii, at the time we were like, yeah, get all this new market and fuck yeah, casuals, just whatever. As long as you get more money so you make us shit. And what happened was they did that.
They didn't make us shit.
And then because the very definition of this market that they just done, they're fucking casual. They're fickle. They don't give a fuck about you. They're like, yeah, Wii, and then they're like, here's the Wii U, and they're like, whatever, I'm Angry Birds, fuck you.
Yeah, well, the phone market kind of took off, so that's where everything went. So now Angry Birds and Candy Crush.
Right, and so now they're like, oh, fuck, reverse course, shit, fucking boobs, and Bayonetta 2, and fuck, please buy the Wii U. There's games now, we swear. We're gonna make Zelda and Smash Brothers. And Mario. So.
But no Metroid. Fuck Metroid.
Apparently. Well, as long as it's not another fucking Other M. They should literally write that out of the canon. Like, somebody needs to go on TV. Not Nintendo.com. They need to go on fucking TV and apologize.
Like, next time Reggie's on, like, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I am truly sorry for Metroid Other M. Please forgive me.
For your lots. Yeah. And then make a good game. See, they can do that. They can apologize for the last shitty one. And it really makes you wonder, why the fuck would you give a property about a strong female protagonist to fucking Team Ninja? Who all they've ever done with women is boobs. I mean, I remember playing Ninja Gaiden when they did the PS3 ones, and I was God. How the boobs defy...
You could,
like, do they have their own physics engines just for the fucking boobs?
I think they actually did.
If you shook the controller, they would jiggle.
Like, I remember, what Rachel, was that her name?
Uh-huh.
Big boobin with no clothes, fucking scythe or something? I don't even know. All I remember is boobs, because that's all that there was. She was basically a big walking pair of boobs.
Yeah.
And their first thought was, let's give Metroid to those guys. What the fuck? Why? It hurts my brain. I think this really just, as Maz says, this comes back to them being a bunch of dusty old men. They have no idea what they're doing. They're like, the kids like these Ninja Gaiden games, and they're like, yeah, whoops. Shouldn't have let them write the story. Because the gameplay seemed fine. The moment the story began, I was like, nope. Never turned it on again.
Well, I
This is
got
awful.
through it because I love Metroid so much, but even I just was not happy at all with that game when I finished.
I don't
Yeah,
think anybody was.
Yeah,
It
what everyone does.
just bugged the living shit out of me that Ridley, a character or an enemy she's fought multiple times at this point in the storyline, comes across once and is scared shitless. She's never been that way before. Why would she suddenly be that way now? It makes no fucking sense.
Of course, IGN gave it an 8.5 because
Probably fucking Colin Moriarty.
they're fucking cavemen over there. Colin Moriarty does PS3.
Yeah, well, he probably made an exception.
Isn't Greg Miller the Nintendo person?
I think.
Or Screaming Banshee at the fucking highest caliber?
Well, maybe that was the deal then. He was screaming so loud he couldn't actually hear the story.
Yeah. I'm Greg Miller and I have stuff to say.
And I'll say it as loud as I can.
No, it's some dude named Craig Harris. Is that the
No
older
idea.
dude with the short hair? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I don't know who any
What
of the
doesn't
people you're
matter
talking
is
about are.
what the fuck?
I'll have to look now. No, he's a bald guy.
What?
He looks like a fat Adam Sessler.
He does. I was just gonna say that. He totally looks like a fat Adam Sessler. Oh, that's because the first picture you see is the side profile of is this the worst picture he could find of himself? Come on,
No.
man. Anyway, oh, he's even fatter before. He's skinnier. This is all irrelevant, however. The main point is the game was just awful. That's one of the few games I've actually bought that was just it was terrible.
It was
I
like
don't
the first
generally buy terrible games because I don't pre-order very much.
It was the
Got that
first
game on
Metroid game.
iPhone.
It was the first Metroid game I didn't want to play through again.
Yeah, horrible.
Just horrible.
Also, why is M. Bison on the front of the cover? The fuck is this game?
What are you talking about?
Look at the cover on the IGN site. It gives me the giggles.
Cover for what?
Other M.
That guy does kind of look like Bison.
M. Bison and some fucking the mechanic from Firefly and
Got a hat.
it's pretty much he's got a hat and a suit thing. That's the only distinguishing features of Bison.
That's Adam, the guy that won't let her use weapons.
Yeah, well, we'll just pretend he's really the evil M. Bison. And
God,
he made this game terrible.
M. Bison is the evil M. Bison.
He made this game terrible on purpose.
He's like the evil Adolf Hitler. Already evil, you idiot.
Holy shit! I'm looking at some
man,
random
I didn't know the
pictures.
story to Street Fighter. What
I'm
kind
looking at random pictures from the. Did they give her a? What the fuck is going on? What is
it's
this
really
game?
just that I think should be the quote on the box art. What the fuck is going on?
Do they give her double D's too?
It's Team Ninja. What do you think?
Well, I was yeah.
Let me answer that question with an answer. Yes. Team Ninja.
Let me answer that question with an answer. Really?
Team Ninja 2010.
If this were a visual podcast, you'd see me face palming right now.
No.
It was didn't they have Samus, Zero Suit Samus in Smash Brothers before that game came out?
Probably.
She was the first one that suit was in was, I think, Zero Mission.
I'm just wondering because I know she didn't have a rack that fucking big in that game.
No. Game is seriously terrible. Please,
Fucking Team
Nintendo.
Ninja.
Please, Nintendo. Please, never. Never again.
So yeah, let's hope this Nintendo thing makes them put out games more often that aren't shit.
And the partnership thing, this was one of the first ones I can think of. Didn't go so well, so hopefully this new Zelda one a little bit better.
No, they seem like they care a lot more.
Yeah. Seems like they actually like the game that they're making.
It fits too. The concept.
I'm pretty
and
sure
everything.
that Team Ninja apparently hates women in general, because holy fuck.
That or they're all 12-year-old boys.
So it's a room full
Well,
of checks.
Don't forget who founded that. Fucking Itagaki is fucking hornball number one.
Well, yeah, Japan. Cornball country number one on Earth. Corn dog supreme. But and they announced the next partnership, which they're doing a Pokemon fighting game with the Tekken team, and I was like, Tekken though?
It could work. That's one of those things
I can't help but think that literally any other fighting game maker would be better. Like any of them. Capcom, fucking the people that do Soul Calibur even, and I don't even like those games that much. Tekken is just so
Same company makes Soul Calibur and Tekken.
Really? Well,
yes.
Is it the same team?
Probably.
Okay, well then maybe there's some hope.
Like, my only fear is that it turns into a giant DLC machine. Like, if they actually put it out on consoles anyway, since it's supposed to be just arcade for the time being.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could work as long as they don't get too oddball with it. Like, if they stick to, like, fighting-type Pokemon and stuff, then sure, why not? Even though it's not what anybody wanted.
Yeah, I'd rather see Pokemon Stadium on console, you know? Something like that. Or just, as I've said a million times, just make a fucking Pokemon game for consoles. Why is that so hard? It's apparently impossible.
Also impossible to make a Metroid game for handhelds now, since they haven't done one since the GBA.
Is what?
They haven't done one since the GBA.
No, they did Hunters.
That doesn't count.
That game was fun.
It's not a 2D... Oh, okay. Should have specified it's a 2D... I want a 2D Metroid on a handheld.
I want a 2D Metroid on a fucking console. I just want a 2D Metroid.
2D Metroid, period. Well, I want Metroid, period. Shit, I'll take a 3D one. I'll take a Prime 2 or Prime 4.
They could make a really nice one, too, doing, like, some nice isometric backgrounds and stuff, and...
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some really, really nice-looking, like, 2D platformer-type games.
They should have id or Epic make a first-person shooter for Metroid, but they'd probably... I don't know, they probably won't be able to do the platforming very well.
To make something that's not bloody and horrifying. I think the engine is, like, made for it. There's probably like a line of code you can put in to just add blood. More blood, please.
It'd probably still be better than Other M.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's not really saying much.
Watching somebody kick someone else in the face is more entertaining than playing Other M. If that other person was you, still more entertaining. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. It's an interesting concept. I like that Nintendo's doing this, you know, branching out, getting some shit done. It sucked to see the quality go, you know, to see them kind of tarnish. I mean, it's like with Pokemon, like they pretty much chose the safest bet possible. It's fucking Pokemon. Like, there's no way that one bad game anyone's gonna give a shit. They're gonna be like, well,
I think they've had a few bad Pokemon games as it is.
Pokemon Snap.
Hey, some people really liked that game. I don't give a fuck about it, but
it was a fun distraction.
What bad ones have there been? There haven't even been that many.
They've made a bunch of like really weird like side ones, like Mystery Dungeon and
Terabad.
That weird one like with they use the microphone with like Pikachu and stuff.
Pokemon Blow.
It was Hey You Pikachu.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be, I guess they're making some sort of like Pikachu detective game too, which could go anywhere. Yeah, they announced Pikachu, that like a year ago.
They should give it to Capcom. Objection. Yeah.
Pika. That's all it is.
Whatever. In other stupid news, Microsoft selling the Kinect finally. As we so meticulously uncovered via shitty journalism at The Escapist, the $200 one was the PC one. And they'll be selling this for $150 for Xbox One. I mean, it makes sense. I knew they weren't going to sell for $100. I mean, they should, because it's stupid and dumb and no one wants it. But, you know, I guess this makes sense. It just seems like if you're going to sell it for that much, like literally no one is going to buy it. I can't imagine why anyone is going to buy it.
But it comes with Dance Central Spotlight with 10 songs.
Oh, fuck!
So, you know...
Totally shut up!
Isn't that like
shut up and take my money?
Game that uses the camera right now?
Probably.
Yes, it is. I believe so.
So they're giving you
don't they have that
the Kinect game?
Like Kinect Sports or something?
Yeah, that does.
That's the thing? Well, I guess we have Wii Sports, so they need Kinect Sports for the Xbone. Connectimals too.
Except Wii Sports actually works.
Oh, great. So I don't see that selling to like anyone. And the funny thing too about I was reading about the PC version costs $50 more for no apparent reason. They literally just have an adapter. That's it. It's the same fucking hardware.
It's not like they didn't even like actually put a USB cable on it.
No,
it's just an adapter for it.
They didn't even put a fucking USB cable on it. It's
Jesus
an adapter.
Christ.
I was like, you were literally charging more, $50 more for the same fucking hardware. Like, okay, when the 360 controller, the PC version, cost $10, do you remember that? They used to sell a 360 controller. You could buy a 360 wired controller, and it was USB. If you bought the Windows version, it cost $10 more and was literally exactly the fucking same. It's like the same shit times 5. Except I guess they're charging you $50 for a $2 adapter.
I think didn't come with some kind of software too.
I guess.
I mean, not that that's worth $50.
Is that really? Should I have to pay for that? Really though? Here's the thing: to make it work, we're gonna charge you extra for that. What? Whatever. I mean, yay! I guess if you want them,
it shouldn't really be surprising. Yeah. I mean, everything they fucking market for that thing is overpriced. I remember they have the fucking wireless adapter that they had for the 360.
Oh my god!
Was like double the price of any wireless adapter ever.
Yeah, weren't they like over $100?
Something like that. Yeah, when it first came out.
I was like, what the fuck? This is terrible.
Yeah, and like I remember when I was working at Fry's, people would come in like, oh, I need to do this, and like, oh, should I get this? I was like, no, buy any wireless adapter. They're all the same thing, and you'll spend like $50 less.
Infuriating. Doesn't surprise me. It's Microsoft, and fuck you. But I don't know. It's just.
Don't you still have to buy like a rechargeable battery pack separately, even for like the Xbox One?
Yeah, I think you do.
The Xbox One uses AA's, I think.
Yeah, but like, they couldn't give you at least like rechargeable batteries. Let you plug the controller in.
Sell them separately.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, I like the idea of having removable batteries, but couldn't they make it so that the controller is already a play and charge kit? Why the fuck would I need to buy that? Build it into the controller. It costs you like $5.
But then they can't sell it to you for $30.
And it's not like there's anything that's worth that much more in the like the PS4 controller is the same price as the Xbox controller, and the Xbox controller has less shit in it. Like, what the fuck? It's not even rechargeable, and it costs $60.
Yeah. On like a slightly unrelated note, like this doesn't have anything to do with like Sony themselves, but like the fucking only store in the town that I live in that sells like controllers and stuff or any gaming stuff. They're like I bought a PlayStation 4 controller there like after they came out. It was the normal price, like $60 or whatever they are. Went in there last week and I was just looking around. They're charging $65 for them now.
What?
For no fucking reason. Because
they realize you can just go
assholes.
on Amazon, right?
Well, I mean, it is a small town. Maybe they think nobody has internet.
Yes.
Like even the fucking PS3 controllers were $60.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, no wonder you don't fucking sell anything.
And this is why when people, we gotta save the mom and pop stores, I'm like, you know what? Fuck them. They do shit like this. You can't compete, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like it made no sense either because they didn't charge that much like 2 months ago. Like, so what are you doing?
Destiny is coming. So infuriating. Oh, and on the Kinect front too, it's funny, you read online about it and everyone, what everyone praises, and it drives me out of my fucking mind. Oh, the voice stuff. That is literally all that I've ever heard about it. No one even mentions that there's a camera in the Kinect. The most expensive part of the Kinect. No one talks about it. No one uses it. The only thing I've heard is, it recognizes me when I walk by it. I'm like, what my PS4 does? It just logs me in. Because I told it to. Because I'm the only one that fucking uses it. What family of 8 is using an Xbone? Like, maybe there's 2 people. Holy fuck. We've saved you 3 keyboard strokes. That's all I hear about the camera, though. That's it. That's like 100 of those $150. No, that's like 140 of those $150. I'm like, if all this voice stuff is so fucking great, why didn't they just build a mic into the fucking Xbox? How great would that be? Then I wouldn't need this stupid fucking camera thing, and I could still have it do the cool voice stuff.
Yeah, you don't need a camera to make it do that stuff on the PS4. You just have your mic plugged in, and you're like, hey, start this game.
The PS4 voice commands are pretty terrible and useless for the most part, but there's a couple things, I guess. I don't really find it necessary to shout things at my console when I can just pick up a controller and do it. I don't want to do that.
Neither do I. Like, I tried it once, though, just to see how it worked. I was like, oh, this works.
I told it to go to Netflix once, and it did. And I was like, hey, that's, unnecessary, but hey.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I felt. I was like, oh, it works, and I don't need a fucking camera to do it, so.
But you know what part of the difference is? The PS4 interface is in a fucking minefield of stupidity. You go on the Exponent, it's a clusterfuck. There's just shit everywhere. No one knows where the fuck anything is, and you need voice commands because you don't know where anything fucking is.
Ads.
Yeah.
All kinds of ads.
Let me skip over these ads and go right to Netflix. Xbox, please take me to Netflix. Would you like to watch an ad about... No, I want to watch Netflix. So it's kind of sad in a way that voice commands are so helpful, chiefly because of the fact that the interface is fucking terrible.
That reminds me, I saw an article. The guy that originally came up with the idea of using like the banner ads on the Xbox interface apologized for it. Because like the intent was just, because they have so much like new shit coming in, they're like, oh, we can put a new game coming out on here that people might not have known about, and they fucking hijacked it and turned it into just like regular advertising shit.
See, the game thing, all right, I kind of get behind that.
That's fine.
Even so, though, just put it in the fucking store.
Like I like the thing that the PlayStation 3 does, where they have that one section that you can go to that just shows you new stuff. It like scrolls through it quick, and it's like, oh,
I'll know. And it's like, how does anyone that owns a gaming console not know about it's an ad for fucking Assassin's Creed? Oh, okay. I've never heard of that game. What's this? Come on. Who the fuck is? Why? Come on. Yeah, some weird indie shit? Okay, I could see needing an ad for that, because who, other than, like, super gaming nerds like us, I don't expect people to know that stuff, but, like, most of the times it's either an ad for some kind of bullshit or some insanely popular game. So it's like, I don't understand the point of this. Look, it's Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm sure you've never heard of fucking Grand Theft Auto. Even old people know about Grand Theft Auto. People that have never even played a video game know what Grand Theft Auto is. Of course, they might know it as that game where you beat up hookers, but they still know what it is.
Or that
game where you beat up hookers.
Or that game that had the sex scene, even though it wasn't technically in the game. God, I remember when that happened.
Hot coffee, y'all.
We had to actually stick like adults only rating stickers on all the copies of the game we had left, and then they pulled them off the shelf anyways.
America. They'd be like, someone made a naked mod for it, so we need to slap adult only mod. Like, well, you have to download and modify things to get to it. I mean, it was stupid though. Why would you leave that in there? Just take it out. Take it out. It's funny that they even made that in the first place.
There's a thing kind of like that happened with Halo 2, where like one of the coders like put in a picture of him like mooning the screen, and like there was like a specific way you could get to it, and he fucking got fired or something over it because people found it.
People will find anything.
Yep.
Insane. So, yay, Connect. I'm a hater. I admit it. Alright, the next thing, this Dragon Age thing. What's this all about, Kyle?
Basically, they just all of a sudden reveal that there's going to be like a multiplayer portion to the game. Like, it'll be like a co-op thing or whatever. I guess for people who have played it, it's supposed to look a lot like the Mass Effect 3 one was. But, this, like, Dragon Age has never needed something like that. But, of course, EA did their little thing, like, last year or whenever it was, where They basically flat out said that they will not have any more completely single-player games. There will always be some multiplayer bullshit on whatever they put out.
So stupid.
I'm okay with co-op. I don't want them to shoehorn in stupid multiplayer. Co-op, I support. Every game should have it.
That's what this looks like. And like, my only problem is I seriously doubt it'll be local because EA.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off. Give me both.
Like, I watched
let me use my fucking console with my friends in the same room.
Yeah, like I watched the trailer for it. It would be great for like local co-op. It actually looked kind of fun. It interested me, and apparently they've been working on it for a couple years, so it's not just like tacked on.
Hey, let's.
So I mean, it could have potential, but then if it's not local, there's literally no fucking point for me.
Yeah, because I'm not playing it. I don't even care. I still haven't played Origins. And I own Dragon Age 2 because of that free shit that was going on with Origin. Good times. And I'll probably never play it because everyone says it's shit.
I've played worse, but compared to the first one, yeah, it was kind of disappointing. Like, there was a lot of potential to it, and it really kind of shadowed over itself by the end, so...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like poop, basically.
It's okay.
Yeah, poop.
Like it's one of those 3 games, like, buying it brand new, I was kind of disappointed. If I would have got it for free, I would have been like, alright, this is okay.
And, pretty interesting news as well. We've been following the Twitch acquisition, which seemed to be pointing towards Google buying them for a while now. It's been the rumor. And it was, all but confirmed on every site that you read, and then boom, out of nowhere, Amazon fucking bought them in the 11th hour.
It was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
Well, it was really weird, too, because after all the stuff started popping up about Google is when they started having all those weird, like, changes to their fucking policies and stuff.
Right. And they were, rather Google-like policies. And we were like, well, fuck.
Yeah, with, like, the music thing and all that.
Yeah, that just screamed Google to me.
Yeah. So, like, it's almost like they used it as an excuse to, like, sneak that shit in.
Oh, it's Google.
Like, oh, no, it's Google's fault. Totally.
For reals, though.
Oh, wait.
No, wait. Nope. Yeah, that was, funny. It's, I gotta say, I kind of am happy that it's not Google.
No.
They already have YouTube. They don't need Twitch. I don't need... Like, people started using Twitch more when YouTube went to shit, so I don't want them to own Twitch, to be quite frank.
Well, apparently that was, like, one of the reasons they backed out of it, is that they themselves were worried about getting hit with, like, antitrust shit. Yeah. Well, at least that still shows
that
they have some integrity.
That would have been kind of legitimate. Yeah, that kind of showed that they had intent to probably fuck it up. So, yeah, I'm not too broken up.
Somebody from Amazon said that they don't really want to mess with Twitch either because they know that what they're doing now is obviously working.
Right.
So hopefully we won't see too much shit go down there.
All they'll probably do is just fund them a little more.
Yeah. Tie it to something on Amazon, maybe.
Kind of like when they took over Woot, nothing really changed that much because it had been getting kind of overblown and crappy anyway. So it just ended up being pretty much the same. They're owned by Amazon, and they pretty much just do the same shit they've always done. Write funny stories and sell stuff for whatever. I feel good about this one. This is good. I don't know why they needed to be bought in the first place, but if it's going to be someone, at this point, Google is not the best person to do it.
Yeah, like the Google thing could have been fine, but it also could have been horrifying.
Yeah, it could have been really bad.
Amazon feels much better.
Yeah, definitely feeling that one. So, yay, Amazon. Hopefully they don't start fucking with anything. Break the fucking Android app or some godforsaken thing.
I have to download it through the Amazon App Store instead.
Oh, Christ.
That Twitch app can't get any worse.
Them and their fucking mission to apparently make Android as much theirs as they possibly can.
Yeah, that's the only thing that pissed me off about my Kindle is you can't get the fucking Google Play Store on there because the Kindle one, like, I mean, it gets most of the stuff, but it usually takes, like, way longer.
Yeah. Well, you could root it.
Yeah, I could, but
Put Cyanogen mod on there, bro. I'm sure you want to spend your fucking day figuring that out. Yeah, so that whole thing is irritating, but I feel confident that they're not gonna fuck it up. Well, right now I feel confident. We'll see what happens.
Give them time.
And they got fucking servers. Amazon's those AWS servers are like fucking the stuff of legends. They have so much server capacity that it's fucking ridiculous. So that might be good too. Maybe Twitch will be less, shitty. Probably run better than YouTube. Not that that's hard. No matter what speed of internet I have, there always seems to be something happening with YouTube. It has gotten better in the last year, although today I tried to watch a video and it was like, it just didn't want to play. I had to reload it like 2 times before it would. And then it just went, whoop, and loaded the whole thing, and I was like, alright, whatever. Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's these assholes. Apparently, if you live under a rock, you may not have noticed that the PSN went down. Did the Xbox Live went down too?
I don't think it went down, but they had a lot of they were running on limited capacity or whatever their fucking official statement was.
Their official statement translates to "We're getting fucking hammered." Oh my god. I don't know. It's a bunch of fucking trolls from 4chan. I'm gonna guess Lizard Squad. Like the fucking name sounds like 4chan retardedness just to begin with. Just like lolsec. God. And I don't know, they have some vague fucking, corporations, blah, 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 fucking fight the power, I don't know, whatever.
Well, they did some fucking thing for a while where they're like, we're not going to stop this until you stop bombing ISIS. It's like, what?
Yeah, they're just being retarded. It's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's everything I've seen of them. They're just fucking, trolling the shit out of everything ever.
They're gonna get hammered in the ass by the FBI, so I don't understand why they're so...
Especially after, the bomb thing.
I don't get, people act like... You see this shit, and they act so confident, oh, it's all a joke, and then they get fucked in the ass by the government. And it's like, what did you expect, you fucking idiot? Why did you try to pretend? Why do you pretend that nothing's gonna happen? You're gonna get fucking thrown in jail. We'll extradite you. US doesn't give a fuck. Some guy pirated movies in fucking Britain and they tried to have him extradited, so...
Yep. Among other places.
Yeah, so what do you think's gonna happen to you? I don't know, it's really fucking obnoxious. Go attack their fucking website or something. Don't take down the PSN. Although I don't completely disagree with their statements about the PSN probably still being kind of shitty and easy to take down, because it went down like a fucking light, just boop, out. Didn't seem to take much. Xbox had limited service, PSN was done. It was just down. At least they didn't hack all of our shit again, so kudos to Sony.
They hit Blizzard pretty hard too.
But it was just a DDoS, so they weren't necessarily trying to hack into anything.
Yeah. They were basically just clogging toilets.
Yeah. Which is, pretty much 4chan's forte. So, yeah, that whole thing was stupid and annoying, as with most 4chan initiatives.
No, they haven't stopped yet.
They'll never stop. What is this? Okay. Doctor Who DLC for Minecraft. What's this about?
It is pretty much what it says. I didn't think Minecraft did shit like that, but apparently they do now.
And it's on the Xbox specifically?
It's probably going to be one of those fucking timed exclusive type things. You know how Microsoft is.
I gotta say, why would you pay for this?
Yeah. That's kind of why I pointed it out for, possibly talking about, because it's fucking ridiculous. I fucking love Doctor Who, but I wouldn't, no.
$3.
I would never do something like that. Why?
It's paying $3 for some shitty ass mod.
Yeah, isn't that's one of the things I was wondering too. Minecraft especially, isn't that all about making your own shit?
Yeah, it really is. I find this very silly.
I see an article at least once every couple months about how somebody basically recreated an entire fucking planet from some other thing
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
He created the fucking Lord of the Rings. I remember seeing that. I was like, how the
Yeah.
fuck?
The entirety of Middle Earth. I saw one, they did the entirety of Azeroth from the Warcraft series. Like cities and all. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah. So I find this a little bit silly. A little bit.
Yep. This is what I was saying, because, like, you know, I've never seen anything like that come out of Minecraft. It's always, you know, people making their own stuff, not DLC shit. Like, have they ever had DLC for that?
Not
I mean,
that I'm aware of.
maybe on consoles, I guess. Maybe that's the thing they do.
Yeah, I guess you kind of have to for consoles, basically.
Yeah. It's still ridiculous, though.
A bit. Yeah, and you know, people are going to pay for this.
Yeah.
This makes me giggle. On the not retarded DLC front, Nintendo's got some new stuff for Mario Kart 8. What do they got? They got some new tracks, and they got some Zelda stuff, and Animal Crossing? I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah. The Villager and something else, I think.
Most people were like, why Animal Crossing? Why not anything else?
I don't know. Well, Animal Crossing is kind of a big deal, I suppose. Better done. I mean, I don't know. I guess something like Metroid wouldn't have fit in well.
Because Link does?
Yes, better than Metroid. Metroid's space and shit.
Yeah, they could just have Samus roll around.
Samus
morph
could
ball.
be the cart. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, pretty cheap
Trying to be
DLC.
cute.
DLC too. I think both of them together are only $12.
That's cheap.
Because it's supposed to be like 8 tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I think if you buy them at the same time, or buy them all at once, you get for $12. But if you buy them separately, it's like $8 per. I think.
Wow. Still, it seems like a significant amount of content. So
Yeah.
there's that. The game was pretty hefty to begin with. So 8 new tracks, not bad. And the Zelda thing is cool, I suppose. They had some Zelda looking like go-karts, you know. Then I saw some like BMW things when I went to their homepage. Did you guys see that?
It's Mercedes.
Oh yeah, Mercedes. I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird.
I think it was a pre-order bonus at some point.
Yeah, it's
For
free
everybody.
now, I guess.
Because that's what I want. My Mario Kart is driving a fucking Mercedes.
Yeah.
Make the Luigi death stare even more intimidating.
If he has to roll down the window first.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Unity got delayed. Now, is that the stupid one that no one cares about? Because I'm pretty sure that's the stupid one no
That's
one cares about.
the PS4 and Xbox One exclusive versions.
Oh.
So
I still kind of don't care.
The Xbox 360 and PS3 ones came out on that day anyway. So now they all come out at once.
Wow.
Yay. God, so much
Like the
fucking oversaturation. They really just need to stop. Just
no.
stop. We don't need a new Assassin's Creed every fucking year. Just please stop watering it down.
No, they basically killed the idea of the game for me before I even managed to play through the first one.
Yeah. Like, by the time I went back to play the first one, there was like 4 of them already. I was like, what the fuck? And I heard 2 was good, you know, and I was like, alright, well, I'll just get through 1. And I'll play 2. And I'm like, Jesus, there's like 8 of these fucking things. I think that's one of the only games I've ever returned to the store. I had the fucking DS version, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. I think I got it as a present, or I don't know.
God,
It was
I hope so.
terrible.
If you bought that yourself, you need to leave.
To leave the internet forever. It was bad. The only other game I've ever returned was a Mega Man X7, which was probably the worst game I've ever played. I should note that. I had never played Superman 64, so I've only seen it.
I think the worst game I ever played was Captain Planet on the Nintendo.
Why?
It was a rental.
You know, I did try playing Mario is Missing once. That game was pretty god-awful. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I mean, I tried it when I was like 8, but yeah, like there's no fucking idea what I was doing in that thing.
I think if I tried to play it now, I would still have no fucking idea what I was doing.
The worst game I ever played was American Gladiators for the SNES. Luckily, I rented that one, but that was like when they didn't come with a manual, so like I had no fucking clue what any of the buttons did in that game. Like even if I did know, that game would not have been fun.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I've played some. I generally seem to avoid playing like truly awful games, but once in a while, gee. That's funny. I did play this game that was rated like really, really, really badly once, called Beyond the Beyond, PlayStation. It was like the most JRPG ever. It was pretty simplistic, but I liked it. And I remember I looked it up a few years ago, and it had like 3 out of 10 or something on IGN. Which for IGN, holy god, that's bad.
That was long enough ago though that they might have actually been legitimate.
Yeah, an actual 3 out of 10. I don't know, man. Just don't know. Gave it a 5.5 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from IGN. Damn. Actually looking forward to playing the first Japanese-style RPG for the PlayStation. Wow, this review is 3 paragraphs long. It's like the shortest review I've ever seen. And the IGN of yesteryear. Weird. This is all irrelevant, though. I guess other than that, there's the Diablo 3 patch. I went in, I played for about 2 minutes, and I was like, wait, this game sucks. Never mind.
I installed the update.
I guess I shouldn't say it sucks. I'm just being mean. I'm tired of it. Like, so fucking tired of it. I don't want to play it again.
I think my biggest problem is I sunk like 500 hours into it when it first came out, and then when they finally started putting like endgame shit in, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. This is dumb and I hate it.
I did that before Paragon levels existed.
Yeah, me too.
We
both started quitting around the same time.
Yeah. Well, and like it would have been fine if I would have just leveled like all the different characters or whatever, but I stuck with one character and was just kept playing the one character, and then like they do that, and I was like, well, fuck you too.
Yep. And I was like, oh, I'm done. I've never even played a Witch Doctor.
I started one at like
I didn't
level 20.
Even start a Witch Doctor. I had a Barbarian at level 60, and I had a Wizardess or whatever the fuck she's called at level 60.
No,
I think I did eventually start a Huntress.
I didn't try Witch Doctor until like the week the expansion came out.
I didn't even play the Crusader.
I think I got one to level 2. Seemed fun.
This might be cool.
So basically you played like the first 10 minutes of the game?
Yeah. Well, part of it was like my girlfriend got the expansion too because she had played the original one as well, and like she's like, oh yeah, we should play through again. And I was like, okay, I'll make a Crusader, and then we played like for like 1 hour, and then we haven't played since.
We should do this. Never mind.
That's pretty much what happens anytime we try to play games together, though. Because like we started up Borderlands 2 the other day too, because I was like, oh, this seems fun, and we can do local co-op, which doesn't happen much anymore. So we started it up, we played for about an hour, and then we haven't played it since.
You disgust me.
Seems fun.
For the hour I played, it seemed enchanting. I'll never play it again, but it was pretty cool.
I should probably go back and beat that game.
I have thoroughly beat the shit out of it.
I just stopped caring.
It was a lot more fun because I was playing with... I think I played with you, too. I was playing with David, and I think I played with you a little. Did you play with this guy?
I played a lot on the 360, so...
I didn't even own the game until the PlayStation gave it to me for free.
PS Plus, yo. Yeah, that was a good one for Plus. One of my work friends really got into that.
They've had some really good ones like the past few months. Like, I mean, they gave fucking BioShock Infinite and Tomb Raider like a few months ago.
Yeah, I mean, which it's kind of disappointing to me because I've already bought like all of these things. But I was like, hey, my roommate could play it because he liked BioShock, and like, hey, he could play BioShock Infinite. Of course, he probably never will because he's a shite.
Yeah, man, should.
All he does is work. But if he ever does stop working for a few minutes, play Bioshock Infinite.
If he ever stops working for a few minutes, he'll probably play something on his Wii U.
True. He'll play one of his games on my Wii U. So, other than that, there's a Titanfall update. Nothing really particularly exciting. I guess there's going to be a no Titan mode. 8 versus 8. Be interesting.
No, it won't.
Not for you, Babby.
Titanfall.
Titanfall with no Titans. It's like Garfield without Garfield.
If you want to play with Titans, play Last Titan Standing. You'll be fine.
That's what I do.
I know. Update's not for you.
Apparently not. Like, I just wonder, like, what the stipulation there is. Like, can they seriously just not have that many Titans on screen, or what?
Well, no, they probably just wanted it all pilot mode.
So do that.
Classic
then,
Call
like,
of Duty.
why fucking make it 8v8 and then not make anything else 8v8?
Because fuck you. Balance and stuff.
But then again, like, think about it for a while. Look at how hard it is to get 6v6 going in that game.
Well, think about it this way, too. 12 people running around, plus 12 people potentially in Titans. And, 12 people and 12 Titans on the screen at once. So that's a lot of shit going on.
Eh.
It's fine, though. The audio is uncompressed.
The fucking hero we need. Uncompressed audio.
Well, to be fair, the audio is pretty fucking badass in that game.
All the flack on Earth.
Like, God, what didn't we figure it out? It was like 30 gigs of audio.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I thought it was like 16
more
gigs.
Than any other part of the game. This is next gen uncompressed audio. Okay. Like, what the fuck? Alright. 20 tracks of audio for 9,000 gigabytes.
I honestly think that game is like solely responsible for my hard drive not having any space anymore.
Probably. Game's fucking ridiculous. How big is this game, actually? Let's see. 57 gigabytes. Holy
I was gonna
fuck.
Gonna say 47. I was close.
That's a big boy. Good God. How even is this?
Uncompressed audio. But seriously, it's probably like half of it.
It probably is.
Especially since they added the 2 extra like fucking voice modes for the Titan.
Yeah. That added like 20 gigs probably. Somehow. Wow. One of these files is 12 gigabytes. There's one file that is 12 gigabytes in here. Yep, that's some big stuff. Anyway, that's all very interesting. Other than that, I guess, you have been playing The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Played through the whole thing now that episode 5 came out on Tuesday. That was like I'll just put it this way, it made season 1 look like a lighthearted romp through like fucking Candyland.
Through fucking Candyland.
I look forward to crying my eyes out in that game then.
Pretty much.
And for the next 11 hours, it's still on sale for $10.
But like the thing that I really like too is like the
As
end
of right
like,
now.
In the first one, like the end was a big feels moment, but it was very static. Like you did one thing or the other thing, and it still ended pretty much the same way, regardless. And with this one, like the ending actually diverges depending on what you do. Like there's like 4 or 5 different possible outcomes.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because like I don't want to pick like a specific ending, and then like when the season 3 comes out, like have my ending not be the one they choose to go with.
Well, that's why I'm kind of wondering what they'll do with season 3. Like I hope they stick with like Clementine and anybody that like I don't know, like it's really hard to talk about without spoiling anything.
Don't you do it.
Like if they stick with characters that were there at the end of the second one. Like, I'm wondering what they'll do there, just because of how much the decision varies. But I'm assuming they would like factor that stuff in, because there's like nothing worse for a game like that than to just say, "Oh, all the choices that you made don't actually matter." That's how you piss people off.
Nothing you say matters. Yeah, sounds like another game we've all played. Up you, Kyle.
Yeah. It's on my shelf.
For those in the cheap seats, that's Mass Effect 3. Someone Downshift just got really mad.
The game that ruined Mass Effect for me.
Seriously.
Color palettes.
With the updated ending, it still didn't make it better.
Nothing makes that
Well, let's be fair. It made it slightly better, but not better enough.
I haven't really been playing anything. Have you been playing anything, MT?
Because you have a life. Fucking loser.
I haven't even been home. Actually, okay, I did play a game called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Magicite.
Magicite.
I'm going to assume that's the correct pronunciation. It's one of those roguelike games. Pretty fun. I played it for like 2 hours, and it has multiplayer. That's kind of neat. I played through it with my friend David, and we just sat there for like 2 hours and played together. And one cool thing, too, was with your multiplayer, if one of you dies, you can revive your teammate. That's kind of nice. So, it's pretty cool. It's got this Minecraft sort of mechanic where you, like, build yourself weapons by, collecting wood and shit. You're also, killing stuff, and you can find all kinds of crazy weapons, and you can modify them in a Minecraft type of way, and it's pretty fun.
It's only $10.
Yeah, it's only $10. It's pretty fucking cheap. And I'm sure if you wait, it'll go on sale for like $2. The 4-pack is $30, so that's something to keep in mind. If you have 3 friends, you losers. Kyle.
Hell, I don't think outside of us 3 people listen to this podcast.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. It's pretty addictive. Like I said, I just sat there for 2 hours and played this, and I loved every minute of it. It helped, too, that I was playing with David, who'd already played it like 20 hours before that, so he already knew everything.
Good God. How does he do that?
I don't know. He has a baby, and when he has time, he just does it.
More power to him, I guess. That's crazy.
How about, let's just say this. He watched all the filler for Naruto.
So he's a masochist, then.
Yes. Have you been doing anything?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3 on the console, which is kind of fun. Like I said in the topic, other than the endgame buy on account bullshit, that game just in general is still kind of fun. I played with a friend of mine, co-op on PS4, and, just sitting in the same room, on the same couch, just having fun with that game for, I think he played like 8 hours in like 2 days.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. The endgame is just complete shit.
Yeah, like once you get to like...
If I tried starting a new character, I might have fun again.
Oh, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and try the ladder thing, because I guess when the season thing ends, all the experience and stuff you get converts over to your regular characters. So why the fuck not? But then at least it's new. You don't start off with your 5 billion fucking gold and all your fucking guys jacked up to level 10 or whatever.
Yeah, and it's nice because the guy I'm playing with hasn't played Diablo 3 at all, so he knows... I mean, he's played Diablo 2 before, but he knows pretty much nothing about Diablo 3, and I think we just started Act 3, so we're kind of blown through it. We started on normal, but I think we're going to... Next time we play, we're going to do it on hard, because it's been really easy. We both died once this whole time.
Is this the PS4 version?
Yeah.
It looked pretty good? Yeah,
it looks great. I've heard people have frame rate issues when a lot of stuff's on screen, but I haven't really noticed it. It handles really well on a controller too. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into that. I know. That's when I used to pay attention to that stuff. They were constantly going on about how much they were trying to make that work.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to try I think it's a Devil Hunter class, and I know some of their skills have a roll type move associated with them, but on the console version, the right stick just rolls automatically. So I'm kind of wondering how that affects the Demon Hunter class. I started with a wizard, and then my friend played a crusader, and I was doing so little damage, I was not having much fun, so I switched to a barbarian. But I think at some point I'll give the other ones a try. It's still fun. Like I said, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, I've considered getting the console one just because I have 4 people between myself and my girlfriend and our friends here that would actually all play it.
Yeah, it would be a really good game for 4 people in one room. It'd be a lot of fun that way.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, I no one will care about this but me, but I played the NHL 15 demo, which was enjoyable, but way too short. For some reason, they set it to 2-minute periods, which means play for like 10 minutes and the game's over. So it's kind of a shitty demo, but it's got me interested enough in wanting to buy the full game. So there's that. I played about an hour of the Infamous DLC. That's fun.
Did that come out?
Yeah, it came out Tuesday.
I guess I need to turn on my PS4 sometime.
Probably should.
Every once in a while, just go ahead and boot her up.
Well, it's like I had been playing it a little bit, like for the free games that had been on it this month, but then like I got so fucking into trying to fucking finish Final Fantasy X finally that I haven't turned it on lately.
I don't really mean to go back on this for too long, but one of the things I remember hating about NHL 15, and I think this is something EA does in general with their PS4 games. Like, I recorded, myself playing the demo so I could put it up on the site, but when I put it on my computer, like, there was no sound. Not a single sound at all. And then I went back to the video file on my PS4 and tried to play it, and there was no sound there, too. So apparently, record or stream their games, like, they'd like to turn the sound off for some fucking reason.
That's obnoxious.
So that's really fucking stupid.
The setup I've got.
Yeah, I'm. That kind of might be the kick in the ass. I need to buy an actual recorder device of some sort.
Card.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, I have the old one from my Xbox, but it doesn't have an HDMI input, so I can't really do it.
Definitely need that. I've got a stripper, so it works. An HDCP stripper.
Oh, that's less exciting.
Oh, that's nowhere near as fun.
Does your girlfriend know? Going back to the Infamous DLC, it's what I like about it so far. I mean, it's the story of Fetch, who is in the main game. And she was like the character in that game I liked the most, really. And her powers were the most interesting to me, and they're the ones I used the most in the main game. So,
I love the neon powers.
Yeah, neon was my personal favorite.
Same.
Although I don't know, that fucking one where you could just fly. That one was pretty damn cool.
Digital powers.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be called.
Yeah. So flying angels of death power.
Yeah, I would use that if I had to travel a lot because that was fun to do sometimes. But mostly I did the neon. Like I switched between those two mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of
once you get new stuff, smoke is like... Yeah. Unless you really need to blow shit up.
So the story of this DLC kind of takes place before the main game. It tells you like her story with her brother and what happened there, and it kind of intercuts between that, like her running around Seattle, and then her like training, quote unquote, in the DUP facility. So they find kind of an interesting way to kind of weave the other characters in. Like when you're in the DUP area training, like you'll fight against guys that are made of like light for that digital guy. So it's like they're using the other people to kind of help train each other, which is kind of cool. That's about as far as I got in that. And then I played a game called Counter Spy, which I've only played maybe 2 levels of it so far, and I'm terrible at that fucking game. It's a stealth game. It's kind of got like a Shadow Complex 2.5D type look to it, where there are like guards in the background or whatnot. It's like a stealth game basically, and it's supposed to be something about how like their equivalent of the United States and their equivalent of Russia are trying to blow up the moon for some stupid fucking reason.
Just cause.
Oh no!
Trying to blow it up with nukes of all things. So that's kind of funny.
That explosion came from the moon.
And you play as like an agent trying to stop both of them, I guess. I don't really know the story too well so far, but you kind of can toggle back and forth between going undercover in the Russian side or the American side. Most of the gameplay is from like I said, like a side-scrolling 2.5D type thing, but there are certain points where you can hit circle and go behind cover, and the perspective kind of shifts to a 3D look. So you're trying to, sneak around and steal plans for the nuclear launch things to try to stop it. And it's fun so far, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just fucking terrible at it right now. Like I played a level before we recorded, and I just got seen by like every guard. So I think once I get the hang of it, it'll be a lot more interesting. But it's still fun. What's kind of interesting is they use the DEFCON system, like which they use in real life. And once guards see you, if they call for backup, the DEFCON level slowly rises. You have to find someone and take them out silently for it to lower again. So it's there's risk reward to it. So it's entertaining. I think it's $14 or $15 on PS4 right now. I don't know anywhere else at the moment, but I could be wrong. But what else? I think other than that, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more Diablo. I mean, it sounds weird to say that after I stopped playing the PC version, but still fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll get to it. Probably later than sooner.
I think maybe if it's on sale in like a year or something, it's worth picking up.
I don't think I'd really play it much with people in person. Like, I don't think anyone I really know is gonna sit down and play that. So, if anything, I'll pick, try and play it again on PC and maybe play a new character or something.
Yeah, that's one thing that's nice about it, at least, PC-wise, is it's always there. So if ever you just don't have anything else to play, there it is.
Yep. Which I don't know how that's even remotely possible at this point, since I have some ungodly number of Steam games, but...
Most of those don't count. Like, I look at my Steam list, and, I don't even see games for most of that. It's just words. And I gotta find the actual game in there. Yeah. I seriously, I got enough shit on there now that I actually had to create a separate category in my list called blah, because that's games I'm never going to touch.
Blah.
Or it's ones that I played 5 minutes of, and I was like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'd say that about does it then. Thank you for joining us, Kyle.
Yep.
MT, thank you as well.
Sure thing.